Yo, what is up you guys? My name is Legoluddy Gamer and welcome back here guys to another video. And today guys, I want to welcome you all to my first Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. And first of all, before I get into this video, I just want to tell you guys I am having so much fun with Black Ops 4. Make sure you guys tell me in the comments section down below if you guys like Black Ops 4, if you guys don't like the game, and your reasons why. Because right now I'm just having a complete blast with this game. I've never had so much fun in a Call of Duty since Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3. I have to say World War II was kind of a waste to the Call of Duty community, and I'm glad that Treyarch has taken initiative and just brought us a very good and solid Call of Duty. Anyway guys, what I'm going to be showing you all in today's video is the best gun to use for a beginner. So if you guys just brought the game and you guys want to know the best class setup, the best type of gun to use when you're a low level player, this is definitely going to be the video for you guys. But if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like on it, make sure you guys share this video on Twitter, and make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe if you guys are new, and make sure you guys go ahead, turn on those post notifications next to my subscribe button. Make sure you guys go ahead and do that if you guys want to stay up to date. If you guys want to see some more type of class setups, or if you guys want to suggest some class setups, make sure you guys go ahead and do that on this video. But anyway guys, without further ado, without me just rambling on and talking, let's go ahead and get straight into this class setup. So first of all, I want to talk about the gameplay that you guys are seeing in the background. This was kind of a cool gameplay. I was actually playing Kill Confirmed on Jungle, which is a nice nostalgic feel, I guess you could say, from Black Ops 1. I almost went 50 EKIAs, and then I got, I believe, 6 deaths or something like that, and I was just going absolutely ham with this class setup. So the gun that we're going to be using, guys, is the ICR-7, and quite conveniently, this is the first assault rifle that you unlock within this game, which makes it that much better. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be using 4 attachments for this weapon. I'm going to be using 3 perks, and then I'm also using 1 gear. So first of all, let's talk about the ICR. So the ICR is kind of like the ACR of Black Ops 4. If you guys don't remember from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the ACR was probably the most dominant assault rifle within the game. Some of the key aspects that the gun has is, first of all, it has a characteristic of having absolutely no recoil, and that's exactly what the ICR reminds me of as well. And if you guys don't know, the ICR is a different the ICR7 is a different iteration from the ICR1, which was back in Black Ops 3. So they kind of brought up the new futuristic version, which is the ICR7, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the attachments I'm using for my optic sight. We're actually going to be using an optic sight because I'm not too big of a fan with the iron sights here for the ICR. They're a little bit too obstructive, and I feel like you don't get a clear view of your vicinity. So for our first attachment, we're using the red dot sight. Now, there are a couple of cool sights that you can use in this game, but I feel like the red dot sight and the ELO are by far probably the most accurate sight that you guys can have. But we're using the reflex sight, just gives you a good view of your surroundings, and I think it just makes you a better player in terms of accuracy. So I think the reflex sight is definitely going to be very beneficial. Now, of course, like I said, there are other sights such as the holographic sight and the NDIR and the threat detector, but honestly, I feel like the red dot sight is going to utilize the full potential of this weapon. And for some reason, I have no idea why, but whenever I use a red dot sight in any type of Call of Duty, it just slightly reduces the recoil for me. I don't know why, but I think it's still a very good added asset that you guys can have with the optic sight. But anyway, moving on to the attachments that we're using. First of all, we're using grip. Now, in this game, they've introduced something new where you have a grip 1, for example, and then you can add a grip 2, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this class setup. So basically, once you use the attachment that's called grip 1, you have to have another standard version that's called grip 2, so they kind of work hand in hand to each other. You can't have a grip 1 and then have something else like, I don't know, like a long barrel attachment or something else. You have to have them consecutively equal, so you need to have a grip 1 and a grip 2. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the attachment. So grip 1 is pretty standard. What it does is it reduces recoil while aiming down sights. Now, I did mention earlier that the ICR barely has any recoil, but I feel like having grip really just turns this gun into an absolute laser beam. I mean, you can definitely pick off people from a longer range without any problems whatsoever. This weapon is definitely going to help out with grip, and then with grip, we're also using grip 2. Now, grip 2 is very unique because, first of all, it minimizes the recoil when aiming before firing, and it also reduces the flinch while aiming down sights. So, first of all, I need to tell you guys there is no toughness perk within this game. Back in Black Ops 2, they had toughness as a perk, which basically granted you less flinch when you're getting shot at, but this is definitely going to help out when you're going to have grip 2 because it's going to reduce the flinch. I've also seen that when you put grip 2 on, your maneuverability slightly increases, so it's kind of like a built-in stock. So you're basically getting 2 attachments for the price of 1, so I think that is absolutely amazing. So that's why we're using grip 2. Like I said, guys, although this weapon is already a laser beam by itself, I think having grip 1 and grip 2 is just going to turn this weapon into an absolute laser beam, and you guys never have to worry about the recoil ever kicking up in any type of instances. So the last attachment that we're using, guys, is quick draw. Now, if you guys haven't seen any of my class setups, or you guys are new here to the channel, you guys know that I put a heavy emphasis on putting on quick draw with most of your weapons. And the reason why is because winning gunfights in any type of first-person shooter game is, in my opinion, defines you as a good player. It's not necessarily about KD. I think the 2 most important aspects about being a better player in any type of FPS game, whether it be Fortnite, whether it be Battlefield or Call of Duty, is first of all gun skill when it comes to outgunning people, and then it also comes with consistency. So how often can you actually outgun people? So that doesn't necessarily mean that you have a 3 KD, a 4 KD. You can have like a 1 KD and you can just get consistent bloodthirsties but then die off or something like that. But I feel like quick draw is such a need in this game because getting the first bullets on someone is so important, especially because the health is slightly higher than most Call of Duties. If you guys don't know that already, the health is at 150 instead of 100. So I think quick draw is definitely going to help you out, guys, to just outgun your enemies, win more gunfights, and increase your chances of winning more gunfights. So now that we talked about the attachments for the ICR, let's go ahead and move on into the perks. Now for the perks, of course, we're only using 3 perks since we do have a gear that I haven't covered yet. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the perks. Our first perk is going to be Scavenger for perk 1. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you guys ever want to go on a big streak, a nuclear streak, or if you're a type of person that constantly likes to rush and just get more kills, then I think Scavenger is going to be very beneficial. That's going to help you to resupply your ammunition. And then for perk 2, I have a very important perk here that's going to be indispensable when you guys are using this weapon. It's going to be Lightweight. So Lightweight is going to allow you to traverse around the map much more easily, much more faster, and it facilitates your movement so much better. So I think Lightweight is definitely going to help you guys out. Even if you're not using an assault rifle, for example, if you're using an SMG like the Cordite, which is kind of like the PDW, then because it's a gun that has a large magazine capacity, then I think Lightweight is definitely going to be a very helpful perk to help you to move faster across the map. Now, for my last perk, we're using Dead Silence. Dead Silence is something I like to use occasionally, even though we're not using a silence type of class setup. Dead Silence is going to allow you to silence your footsteps. Not only that, but if you guys are using headsets, it's going to help you to hear around your surrounding area, so you can pick up enemy footsteps, and whenever you do that, you can easily know when someone is around you very closely. So I think Dead Silence is definitely a very good perk. So now that we cover the perks, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the gear that we're using. I think this is also important since this is the first Call of Duty to actually have a gear slot where you can actually pick something out. And for my gear, I'm using the Stim Shot. Now, the Stim Shot is so helpful because if you guys don't know, this is the first Call of Duty where self-health regeneration is something you need to do. So after you get shot, you have the ability to regenerate your health by either using a first aid kit or a Stim Shot, and it's used on PlayStation by using L1. So I think the Stim Shot is going to help you out because it's going to allow you to constantly heal yourself, and I think Stim Shot is definitely better than anything else here with the gear, unless you're using something like body armor or cosmetic device, but I'll go ahead and talk about that later. But the Stim Shot is going to be helpful. It's going to allow you to get in those fast health regeneration heals as quick as possible, because if you don't use Stim Shot, it usually takes you around 6 seconds to heal yourself again. So imagine if 3 people are rushing you and you kill the 2 people, and then another person is trying to rush you and you got hit by those other 2 guys, then it's going to take you a full 5 seconds to go ahead and regenerate your health without the Stim Shot. So I think the Stim Shot is helpful because every 2 seconds you can heal yourself and you can get back into those gunfights very efficiently. Now, also there are some other devices that I haven't mentioned, which is body armor and cosmic device. I think the only type of exception that I wouldn't use the Stim Shot is with the cosmic device. It basically allows you to get your score streaks much faster. But like I said, Stim Shot is good for a type of person like me who constantly wants to heal themselves after you guys get hit. So this is the class setup, guys, for the ICR7. Like I said, I went absolutely in here in this gameplay. I actually had a potential to drop a nuclear here, but you guys will see. I think I went on something like a 17. I definitely got the Ruthless medal. I'm not too sure if I got the Relentless, but I went on a 17 or something like that, and I got killed. And then later on, towards the end of the gameplay, I go on like a 10 streak. So make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like on this video, guys, if this class setup did help you out. And if you guys have any other suggestions for any class setups that you guys want me to cover in a future video, make sure you guys tell them to me in the comment section down below. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Spread this video on Twitter with your friends, with your family, whatever you guys want to do. and hopefully this class setup has helped you out. If it did, tell me in the comment section, guys. I'm just looking for any type of feedback, any type of criticism on my videos, and basically how I'm doing. But hopefully you guys have a blessed day. Hopefully you guys will enjoy Black Ops 4, and I will see you guys in a future video. Hopefully you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you all next time. God bless this nation. Peace out, guys. Peace. Who can stop the Lord Almighty?